Thanks for joining us today on Faces of Ikon. We have Lynn Vo with us from the Ikon Institute of Australia. Lynn is Ikon's Course and Career Advisor. Welcome, Lynn.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about your journey to be here at the Ikon Institute of Australia.
Sure. Before I joined Ikon, I was still working within the higher education industry, largely focused on admin, customer service and training. But I was mainly engaging with professionals who really wanted to add to their portfolio, learn added skills and knowledge. And so the education industry is something that I'm quite passionate about, and I'm very lucky to be a part of Ikon.
Thanks, Lynn. Can you describe Ikon's course offerings, particularly the courses that potential students are most interested in?
Sure. Ikon is Australia's largest art therapy provider, and so one of our most popular courses is the Bachelor of Arts Psychotherapy. Alongside that, we also have the Advanced Diploma of Transpersonal Art Therapy, and alongside that there is also postgraduate degrees. So one of our other popular courses is the Bachelor of Integrative Psychotherapy, and that's from the Counselling and Psychotherapy School. Great,
thanks, Lynn. And where can potential students find information about Ikon's courses?
Our website will be the best place to start, so that's ikoninstitute.edu.au. Alternatively, you can call us on 1300 000 933 and speak to one of our course and career advisors. But I also wanted to mention in particular, if you're looking for a greater insight, come along to our open days. We have one on the 13th of January, just behind there, in Adelaide, and also in our Melbourne campus as well. On the 20th of January, we've got our open day for Brisbane and Sydney, and following that on the 27th of January, one for Perth.
Fantastic, and you can register for those open days at our website.
For sure.
At ikoninstitute.edu.au. And what sort of careers can Ikon graduates progress to?
The opportunities are endless. Many of our graduates go to public or private practices. They can go into specialist roles in aged care, schools, hospitals. If you like to be your own boss, you can open your own business and be self-employed. But we have also noticed that many of our graduates find employment from placement, which is, a large component of the study or the courses as well.
Great. Well, look, I would say if you're interested in knowing anything more about our courses or more information about placements even, come and see us at one of our open days. We look forward to catching you there. Thanks for joining us today, Lynn.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Thanks. Welcome everyone to our next instalment of Faces of Ikon. Today we have Shane Fotheringham with us, who is Ikon's Placement Coordinator and Lecturer. Thanks for joining us, Shane.
Hello, Liam. A pleasure.
Would you mind just explaining your role here at Ikon?
Okay, so my role is to coordinate all of the placements that students undertake as part of their qualifications. So that involves making sure that there's processes in place that can support students so that they can access their placements and then complete all of the work that they need to do for each of their courses. I liaise closely with the different faculties and make sure that the placement module runs to their requirements and to the course requirements. And then there's lots of different bits that go on between those. I'll support students at the very beginning, let them know what it is that they need to do. We'll find some placements or put them in touch with some organisations that might provide placements. I'll also liaise with the different placement officers that are around the Ikon business and around Australia, and just make sure that things are running smoothly.
Great, thanks for explaining that. Tell me what the best thing about your role is.
That's a good question. It's really rewarding. It's rewarding when students complete the placement and it's gone smoothly, or actually, even if it's not gone smoothly, when they complete the placement and at the end of that they've had a positive experience, and on occasions they've also got employment directly with the person that they've been on placement with. So that's always satisfying. That's good. It lets me know that it's been worthwhile. Working in this team is a very positive place. I enjoy it. So actually the day-to-day shenanigans that go on in Ikon are very enjoyable.
Some of the organisations that Ikon students have had placements within.
Where to start really? They're broad and varied. So in terms of sectors, we get students that go into aged care sector. So there's various different organisations that students might be placed with. There are schools, education settings. There are community services. There are integrative health services. There might be private practices. I could give you lots of specific organisational names, but I don't know if I need to plug too many. But yeah, there really is as many organisations as you can think of in different sectors. Sometimes students go into organisations where they might not have any knowledge of art therapy or transpersonal counselling, but provide something akin to an employee assistance scheme, which goes down incredibly well. And they might go and run group works or individual sessions in organisations that want to enrich the service that they provide clients.
And so most of the courses that Ikon offers have a placement component, or is it just particular courses?
I'm going to make you laugh. Most of the courses do, with the exception of kinesiology, I think. Okay. But art therapy students, diplomas, advanced diploma, graduate diploma or the degree. Transpersonal counselling students, be that either the advanced diploma, counselling students diploma or the degree, they will all have placements. And also the youth work and youth justice students, they have placements as well.
And tell me a little bit about your team.
My team is very small. So there are two of us that work in Adelaide. That's myself and Shireen. So I do a lot of I suppose my role, as I said earlier, is about coordination, developing relationships with organisations and making sure that we've got systems and processes in place, and then directly supporting students. Shireen will spend a lot of time directly supporting students, making sure that things are going along smoothly. And then in each state there is a placement officer. Sometimes they have dual roles as well. So there's Lisa Duggan in Queensland, there's Dee Strandley in Western Australia. We have Laura Luca, who's in Victoria. She's a dedicated placement officer. And then there are other people that take on the role as well that I liaise with in Tasmania and New South Wales.
Fantastic. And I guess if anyone was wanting to know more about placements specifically within Ikon, we'd certainly encourage them to attend our next round of open days, and information about those open days is available on our website. And we'll have Shane at our Adelaide Open Day speaking directly with people that are interested about placements and the whole experience of placement. So you wear a number of hats, Shane, in your career. Tell us a little bit about the different hats that you wear.
With Ikon or beyond Ikon?
Beyond Ikon, yeah.
Okay, so my background is as a social worker, and prior to moving to Australia, I managed child protection services in the UK, and I actually came to South Australia to work for the child protection services that are here as well. From there, I now am completing my research degree, and that's about improving or looking at child protection services, or some of the systems that take place in child protection services. I also lecture for one of the universities in social work, and I lecture at Ikon on the youth work and youth justice qualifications as well. So that's some of the broad range of things I do there. I also have an interest in family therapy and systemic practice. So I attend a clinic once a week where I am doing my postgraduate training there as well. So I do that, and then I have the placement stuff that I do here as well.
So you have many things going on in your life.
Yes, yeah, just a few. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to add to the conversation in terms of maybe the direction that you think placements might take moving forward into the future?
I think the first thing is that placement is difficult. I acknowledge that for some students they go from the holding nature of the classroom and then they go to placement, and it can feel quite challenging. However, if you're organised and you're motivated, it's a really fantastic opportunity to be able to get yourself known in the work environment, and that puts you in great standing post-qualifying. I think going forward, we'll continue to develop our relationships with other organisations, create those and look for those pathways for students, and there'll also be opportunities within Ikon itself to be able to provide a service to members of the public that will also form part of and the agents to engage in placement. But that's a work in progress, and it'll be a clinic service that we'll want to provide.
Thanks for joining us today, Shane.
My pleasure.
And we look forward to the next instalment of Faces of Ikon. See you next time.